Pickin Pear podcast. Yeah.
Man, that's good.
Right?
It's catchy.
Welcome back to the Pickin Pear podcast, everybody. On to week 2. Here we are.
We're still going week 2, so that's a good sign. We just got to keep it rolling.
Look at these. Like, our budget has just blown up because week 1 was such a great success.
Now we have a moving logo for you.
Pretty sweet.
It's amazing. I love it.
Oh, man. All right, Tia, how you doing?
I'm really good. I'm good. How
Thanks.
about you, Leon?
I'm great. Thanks for making us a tea.
Yeah, well, you helped too.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, this is the Pickin Pear podcast. We're on the road to 1,000 shows. We had some shows this last weekend. Our 941st and our 942nd show together, but only our 672nd, 673rd show is the Pickin Pear.
Right.
First one was at Fermental in Wilmington, North Carolina. The second one was at Steel String Tap House
Yes.
in Carborough.
Yeah.
Little change of events there.
It was, yeah. And they were both great shows. Fermental was a lot of fun in Wilmington.
Fermental was awesome.
It really was. Let's start with the owner let us plug in and stay there, and that was just awesome. We don't get to just plug the RV in anywhere we go. And I think that was the day it was really hot out.
It was like a heat wave coming through. Like, we don't know these parts very well, so we just assume, like, this is normal.
Yeah.
But everyone was like, no, it's not supposed to be that cold. No, it's not supposed to be this warm.
Right.
And it was really warm that day.
It was. So to be able to be plugged in and have AC on for the dog, like, that was awesome.
For the dog.
For the Leon, too.
Yeah, so that happened right off the bat. We get there. Steve, the owner, was very welcoming, let us plug in, let us get set up. And
Yeah.
We played pretty good.
Yeah, no, it was a good show. With brewery gigs, you never really know if you're going to have people watching or you're just kind of going to be wallpaper. But, I mean, there were way more people paying attention and watching and listening than I expected. And that's always really awesome.
Yeah. I got on them a little early for being really quiet.
It was the golf clap.
Eerily quiet.
Uh-huh.
But they loosened up, a couple beers.
A couple beers, exactly.
Yeah, they were so friendly by the end of the show. We'd made several friends.
We did, yeah, we really did, more than usual at a single show. Like, everybody just, it was funny because the tear down took forever. Usually I can tear all our stuff down in like 20, 30 minutes, but it was like an hour and a half just because we wanted to talk with everybody.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was nice.
And that's what's really fun about coming to these new areas is we do make new friends. We meet new people, and we're trying, because I'm the same way. I'm like, oh, we got to tear down. I want to get all this shit in the van, and I just want to be done so that I can relax. Like I get into that mode pretty easily. You know, like I got stuff to do. Let me just do it.
Yeah.
When in reality, I should sit back and really enjoy interacting with everybody.
Right,
and, and I did that at Fermental.
Exactly. Yeah, we actually both took the time. And I wasn't rapping chords while talking to people. I was just like giving them my full attention because they were just so nice and saying such nice things, and the conversation just kept going. It was just easy. So, yeah.
I think during that show, I realized we had a better first set than the second set, and that keeps happening.
I know.
That's like the theme of this tour, and that's the opposite. What do we always say to you?
Second set's best set.
Second set's always the best set.
Always.
You're warmed up, you're feeling groovy, you're finally got comfortable. But we've just been coming out of the gate hot.
Right, we have been. We've coming out strong. I guess you got to eat that banana set break and help us get through that second set with the same amount of energy we had in the first. So
just something I thought you might think was interesting to know.
Yeah.
Like these are some observations we're noticing with ourselves and when we play these shows.
Yeah. Nice.
Was that appropriate?
It was appropriate.
I don't know.
Maybe a little late, but we'll work on it.
Oh, man.
Oh. But our second show, Steel String Brewery, that was not rescheduled, but moved to a different place.
Yeah, different place, different time.
Yeah, it was supposed to be at 2:30 outside at this place, Pluck Farm, but the weather was not really playing along with us, so we moved it to Carborough in their tap room.
Yeah. And that was really fun. It had a nice little stage there. Yeah. They were having comedy there later.
Yep, that's always fun.
It definitely started to fill in for the comedy. We noticed that. It's like, damn, we should have been comedians.
We picked
They always got good crowds.
Yeah.
I'm sure they deal with the same stuff we do.
I'm sure. Yeah. Not
Say
everything.
something funny.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh man, that's so true though.
Yeah.
But I had a very scary moment where
Ooh, what happened? Hold on. Oh, I don't have that. I need another sound effect.
we'll get there. Super fitting. Well, scary moment. First song we're playing, "Shape I'm In" by the band, and I think halfway through my solo to the rest of the song, my pack for my in-ears went out, and it was terrifying. Luckily, I can still hear the mains. Even with my ears in, I can hear the mains enough to continue on with the song. It was just fine. I could hear stuff enough to keep
those
playing.
ears that we got
Yeah.
the same custom molds.
Ultimate ear, ultimate.
Yeah, but they have they let 15 dBs in, so you're not completely isolated.
Right.
Which
Luckily.
was luckily for you in that scenario.
I was soloing, then it happened, and I gave Leon those eyes. Like, oh, he saw the dread in my eyes. Like, oh my god. But I just kind of twisted it a little bit and never touched it again, and it was fine. So, but because of that, we bought new packs because I do not want that to happen again.
Yeah, we had to figure out how to order from Amazon on the road, and we did, and we'll tell you more about that next week.
Yeah.
Maybe. But yeah, the show itself was good.
It was good. It was a little bit of a noisy room.
There was a noisy element to the room.
I think
we did have a sound guy. His name is Matt. He's the guy that booked us. He was awesome.
So awesome.
Luckily, he was there to kind of make sure the sound was good.
Yeah.
And we met some good folks there. Mostly people that worked there, but a couple of people that were working on their computers and hanging out the whole time.
Yeah.
A guy wrote us a tip on a check, which I don't
was awesome.
know if that happens very often. We take all forms of currency. Even actually, I think the night before, someone gave us it was that same show. Someone gave us $5 Bahama dollars.
It was that same show. You're
Yeah.
right.
So
we take it all.
we'll take it.
Yeah, whatever.
It's equal to $5 US.
It is.
Roughly.
Fun fact.
Where was I going with that? Oh yeah, so early in the show, I'm still just trying to get comfortable. Tia's, stressing out over her pack, and I'm, probably sweating. And there's just a trio of people that they don't care that we're there. They were there before us. They were just there doing their thing, and that's great. But they were really close to us, and they were talking really loud while I'm trying to get into it. And I have in-ear. I keep one in-ear in, but the ear that was closest to them did not have an ear in it. So they're just chatting and chatting. So I fought back, and I pointed my banjo at them, and I was picking that thing as hard as I could at them until they left.
Perfect.
It worked out great.
You can't outpower the banjo. There's just no way.
Man, that day, you remember, it was so there was a storm coming in, all that warm weather was going away.
Yeah.
And my banjo was not staying in tune at all. It
Not
could
for
not
one-
stay in tune.
No.
I'd probably needed to change my strings, and I have since then.
Yeah.
But that just added to the kind of the brutality of that set.
Like it was hard to get into when you have to tune after every single song, and then in the middle of a song, it's like, man, you can hear it going flat or sharp. It was just like, oof. But yeah, banjos.
And you can kind of hear our perspective on it is like, oh, it sounds like they had a terrible show, but they loved us, and they've already invited us to come back. We had Saturday open this coming week.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, there were people saying, oh, you guys should come back. You guys should come back. I was like, well, we have a Saturday open. And Matt was like, I'll talk to the owner. He emailed me the next day, said, hey, we got you back where we were supposed to have you, out at the Pluck Farm.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be standing outside on a gravel something, and we're just
Perfect.
going to be singing our little hearts out. And
I love it.
Tia's going to do her best to stay warm.
I am gonna freeze my butt off, but I have come sort of prepared with hand warmers, and I got sweatshirt. I've got all the things to keep me warm. I will do my best. It'll be a fun one though. I'm excited to be back and see some of these folks again. It was a really
all in all,
great
it
time.
was an amazing weekend.
It was.
Yeah. I mean, for the weekend, for both places, let's just give them one of these. Awesome. All right, and then Tia, you compiled this little video of videos we've put together.
Yeah, we collect videos. He'll send them all to me, and I'll cut them up, and we just kind of do a little weekly recap.
Yeah, so let's check out the weekly recap right
Let's do
here
it.
on the Pickin Pear podcast. Yeah. Okay, our week in review. We started off the week at the ZMAC Dragway at the Charlotte Speedway.
It was a great campsite.
Yeah, there's the RV there. And, they didn't really let me take it out on the drag strip, but I certainly tried. So instead we made some sandwiches. And Cassidy's just kind of waiting for her droppings. And then after sandwiches, we made some sweet music together. And Cassidy took her nap after her droppings. Then we got the podcast together. And we made our first podcast. And then I started editing that whole thing together. With
I watch him edit and play video games.
And then we left Charlotte eventually and headed to the
The
smoke
smoke
pit.
pit.
That's right. Had this famous Carolina barbecue we've been hearing about, and it was really good. Tia's two favorite things are like spicy mustard, not even spicy mustard, yellow
Just
mustard.
Yellow mustard and vinegar. So those two sauces were my favorite.
Yeah, and they were really good. That's like what do they call that? A Lexington sauce, and they called that a South Carolina mustard. And I found the smoke pit through Reddit. I searched for the best Carolina barbecue, and this place kept coming up outside Charlotte. And look at that. Turkey and pulled pork, some amazing cornbread, mac and cheese and beans. And then we drove the rest of the way to Wilmington. Look at this, Tia.
It's beautiful. Beautiful beach walk.
It was like 70 degrees out. Look at that bird fly. It was amazing. And then as we're driving around Wilmington, we almost got stuck driving on the beach. I stopped and did not take the RV on the beach. But as we turned around, we saw this amazing pier with the full moon. And then we made more sandwiches.
Always comes back to sandwiches.
We made breakfast while we premiered our podcast. And then later that day, we had our show at Fermental in Wilmington. Amazing show, amazing people.
Yep.
We had a lot of fun there. And look forward to maybe coming back to Wilmington this week. But after that show, we stayed at a very nice Walmart.
Found a great spot.
Yeah, great spot. I think it was up near Raleigh or Durham. Very cozy. And we had a good night's rest there with the raindrops.
Yeah.
And then, the next day was also beautiful. So we decided to play some basketball. I got to fill up the ball.
Well, we give her pureed pumpkin for that. Don't worry, everybody.
She's a dog, boot scooting. And then Tia schooled me in Around the World that day. That's what we played.
Yeah, we always do around the world and then horse, but we didn't make it to horse because it was so hot out.
We did get really hot. It was so warm. It was like 77 degrees that day. It was amazing.
Yeah.
But after we shot some hoops for a while, nice shot by the way.
Hey, thanks.
We played a show at this what is this place?
Steel String Brewery.
Right, in Carborough.
Yes.
Steel String Brewery in Carborough, North Carolina.
Yeah, another spot with great people. Just a great crew. Everybody was super nice.
And then we ended up at this state park, and that's where we're at right now, making our next podcast.
See you soon.
All right. Well, that was fun.
It was a lot of fun. I love looking at the recap videos because, it's really easy to forget because there's so much happening all the time. You're from one place to the next, and you play this place, and you play that place, over here and over there. Then it's like, where the hell was I a week ago?
Yeah, what day was that?
I don't even know. So to have that little recap really helps me appreciate like what just happened.
Yeah.
Now we'll do it again next week. But yeah, I love those little recaps.
Yeah, and it gives you a little glimpse of our life on the road there. And, that's one of the feedbacks we got from folks this past week is like they want to know a little bit more about, where are we staying? So you saw in that video we stayed at the Charlotte Speedway, we stayed at a Walmart, and now where are we right now?
We're at Falls Lake Campground.
Falls Lake Campground.
Yeah.
Look how beautiful it is out there.
Beautiful. We've been here a couple days, and it's been such a great campsite. We have service. We have this beautiful view. We have a perfect little loop to walk Cassidy. It's just perfect.
We're on this, we don't have running water in here, so we're as close to the bathroom as you could be, but on the back side of the bathroom, so we don't have a bunch of people walking by or anything.
Yeah.
There's not even a lot of people here. So
There really isn't, no. But I've been a very big fan of this campground. It's been awesome. It's been quiet and quaint and just everything we want. So, yeah, it's been a really good time here.
Yeah, and we've been working on these bits for the podcast a little bit, and the week in review, we're probably gonna do that every week, because now we're back in the routine of like, let's grab a quick video and send them to Tia, she'll edit them together, and then we'll do this little overdub thing.
Yeah.
And it's really fun.
Yeah, I do. I do really enjoy it.
So we're going to keep that up. That'll be our first segment. And then our next segment will always be something a little different, usually a little more different than last week. But, we're getting a lot of great ideas from a lot of good folks. Like, we mentioned earlier, like our pedal boards, and our in-ear monitors, and, all the stuff that makes us go Cassidy.
Cassidy video.
Like a little highlight Cassidy video. And
yeah.
So we're definitely going to do all those things.
Yeah.
But when we're left to our own devices, the first thing that comes to mind is food.
Always.
And that's what we did last week. We did biscuits and gravy.
Yep. And
then I guess the second thing that comes to mind is also food, because we have another little food segment. Because we were driving through North Carolina and you see boiled peanuts everywhere. So we gave it a shot.
Yeah, we did. It was interesting. I'll say that.
Let's give it a shot here. Boiled peanuts. Pickin Pear podcast. We're trying boiled peanuts.
That's what we're doing. We're trying boiled peanuts.
They got these things called boiled peanuts in the South, and we've tried them before.
I'm pretty sure we have. I am, and I wasn't a huge fan then, so we'll see how this one goes.
Okay. Well, I got this can from the grocery store, and it says, it says crack them open and enjoy right out of the can. So that's what we're gonna do first.
Wait, real quick. You hear that? All right. That's how appetizing it seems to me, too.
I mean, you can shake a can of soup and it sounds like that.
But it's peanuts. Peanuts aren't supposed to sound like that, are they?
Let's see. Is it like the sausage? Are there no ingredients? No, there's like 1,000 ingredients.
Okay, cool. We're going to skip that part.
Yeah, so.
Moving on.
All
I'm just going to probably try 2 of them anyway.
Cracking open this one. Oh do you
gosh.
see that? That is appetizing.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I'm starting to get the smell now.
Yeah, okay, let's... it's not a good smell. It's not a good
Honestly,
good
it just kind
smell.
of smells like peanuts to me.
Get it back on its cool little stand here.
Making me nervous.
Yep. All right, fish us out a couple nuts there, Tia.
Oh, gosh. All right, do we need like a... No, all right, we're just going for it.
Yeah,
There
we're
we
good.
go. Oh, my gosh. It's so cold.
It's so cold.
All right, we just like plop them in?
Cheers to the South,
Cheers.
I guess.
Here we go.
Okay.
Not terrible, I guess.
Do I eat the shell?
No. No, don't do that.
All right, well, the Cajun brine or whatever that it's in is tasty, I guess.
Yeah, right, it is, but it's still like cold.
Oh, God, did you try the peanut?
Should I not?
Try the peanut, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's good.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I'm
cool.
afraid.
I'm going to leave the other one in there.
Oh my God. They're so soft. They just mush in your mouth.
It's just very, very soft.
Okay.
So, cold canned peanuts.
I'd give it a, are we rating out of 5 or 10?
We have to make those decisions now, I guess. I'm a 10.
All right.
Because I like to do decimals. Are we doing decimals?
Oh boy.
You say usually when we're rating movies, you say no.
No.
Okay.
Out of 10,
For
God, I'd probably give that like
for an afternoon snack.
I'd give that a 2.
Wow.
I mean, because it at least still tastes like a peanut at times, or at least when you're like sucking on it, it tastes like a peanut. Eating the peanut was terrible.
And this is cold. We're gonna heat them up next.
Yeah, we're gonna try them again.
Cold. All right. I would do like a 3.5, but since I have to round up, I'll give it a 4.
Wow.
As an afternoon snack.
Wow.
I won't even eat the peanuts. Just sucking on that
yeah,
salty
you're right.
juice is pretty good. So
all right.
Let's heat them up and see what happens.
It almost made me tear up. Okay.
Okay.
There we go. Cheers.
Getting nutty in the South, Tia. The peanut is way more edible.
Way more edible.
You know? Oh,
Yeah.
no.
All right.
Whoops.
That bumped it up more than a point for me, I'd say.
Whoa.
I'd say from a 2 to probably a 4. Yeah.
You say you give it like a 4?
I'd give it, yeah, I'm like 4.5 now when warmed up.
Let's call it a 4. Let's give ourselves some room to improve because I feel
All right.
like
Yeah,
we're not going to eat a lot of things worse than this.
No. It could probably only get better from here. So you're right. It's probably just a 4.
Yeah. We're going to call that a 4 on the Pickin Pear podcast. Eats peanuts.
Oh, wow. That was fun.
Back to you, Leon and Tia. Well, thanks, Leon and Tia.
These are fun.
Yeah, those are fun. Oh, those guys are silly.
Oh, so silly. Whew, those boiled peanuts.
Can't wait to see what those two get into next week. Yeah, boiled peanuts.
Wasn't a snack for me. I'd rather have the regular peanut where it's crunchy and salty.
Yeah.
That was just a little too wet.
But we tried it.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? It was out of a can. I'm sure some like side of the road boiled peanuts would probably be pretty good, you know? But
All
I
right.
don't know.
If we try those sometime, maybe we'll
Yeah.
update my mom that's watching. And all the other good folks that are watching.
We thank you.
Well, we are so behind on time. We're going so fast. But there's some more stuff we want to talk about.
Yeah.
We have shows coming up.
Of course we do.
Of course we do. Shows 674 at Fly Trap Brewing in Wilmington, North Carolina again.
Yeah.
This Friday, February 2nd.
Perfect.
And then the next show, 675, back at Steel String Brewing, but back at the Pluck Farm. Yeah. So that'll be fun.
Yeah. Those
That's
are going to
like
be.
an early afternoon show, 2:30 to
Yeah.
4:30. So
Yeah.
it's the warmest part of the day. It's going to be fine.
But that's what I'm hoping for. And the sun is going to be out. It's going to be just fine. It's going to feel like 60. And I've heard nothing but good things about the Fly Trap. Everybody we talked to at Fermental was like, ooh, yeah, Fly Trap, that's a good one. So I'm excited for that one, too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait to play some more music with you.
I can't wait, honey.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Well, let's wrap this up.
Yep.
We moved the musical segment of the show toward the end, kind of like Conan O'Brien and Jay Leno and all those guys and David
Yeah.
Letterman.
It all happens at the end of the show.
You put the musical guest at the end.
Yeah.
So we'll play us out with another Matt Wolf mixed video of my tune "All for Fun."
Yep.
So we'll play a minute or so of that, but obviously you can find the full-length video on the YouTube.
Yeah.
So you know what this means, Tia, as we wrap this up.
I do know what this means.
What made you happy this week?
What made me happy this week? Well, I love getting shit done. I love it. Like those horrible mundane chores like laundry and the bank and the grocery. We just had to do it all in one shot. We got up, we showered, we left, and we were out all day just doing chores and getting stuff done. And we had the best time ever.
We had a pretty good time.
When you have the best partner to go do those mundane chores with, it's like it just made it so fun. We did it at our own pace, and we did that the other day. We just got so many chores done, and it felt so good.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, that stuff makes me so happy. Just like cleaning a house.
It was a really good day. And we did take a lot of videos, so I'm sure you'll see that in the weekly
You
review
will.
next week.
Yeah. What about you, Leon? What makes you happy?
I like to always talk about some sort of culture that we're consuming, and I've been really hooked on The Bear TV
Yes.
show. I don't know why I love cooking stuff so much. I
know.
never really worked in a kitchen. I
Yeah.
mean, one of my first jobs was at Popeyes in the kitchen, and that's why I never really worked in the kitchen after that.
Probably. But I think we somehow relate to.
Well, it is in Chicago.
Yeah.
Like those characters are so funny.
Oh, they're so Chicago.
and
it's
so
awesome.
intense.
Yeah.
And it's really well done. And
The acting is phenomenal.
we're about halfway through the second season already, but
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna wrap that up maybe after this podcast.
Probably pretty soon, yeah. But it's been really good. We've been watching it and excited to watch the next episode. So we've been kind of binging it a little bit. It's been a good one.
And it's been making me happy.
It has been.
Yeah.
With all the chaos that surrounds it, it still makes me happy. Yeah.
You know what makes Leon happy? Music, food, movies, and TV shows.
Sounds about right to me.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm a simple man.
Yep.
Well, I want to thank all of our friends that watched
Yeah.
our week 1 episode and all of you friends for watching this week 2 episode. I want to thank Matt Wolf for
Yes.
helping us out, making the audio sound so good. I want to thank Jake, he's given us a lot of ideas. I told him I'd give him an executive producer credit, so there you go, Jake.
Yeah, he really gave us some notes last time. We
He
appreciate
did.
that, Jake. That that you watched it and you thought to, give us feedback. That was awesome. Thank you, Jake.
Yeah. So you want to do it again next week?
I do.
Oh, I forgot to thank one person.
Oh,
My beautiful host, Tina.
Aw. Well, I thank you too, Leon. You're the mastermind behind it all and really get it going. So thank you.
Yeah, it's been a treat. It's been a treasure. It's been a pleasure.
Yep,
Treat,
it has.
Treat, treasure, pleasure? I don't know. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody, on this week's Pickin Pear podcast. Yeah. It was late last night. Took a red-eye flight. Without leaving the bar, we didn't need to go that far to find that Cheshire cat. This philosopher's cap. Took me up and around. I found you never pull me down to the doom and the gloom. You plant a seed and help it bloom. Stuck in a strange place, moving backward, moving forward. Afraid to show my whole face.